It's time for another closer look at a key Kentucky Derby contender. And here's your host, Magic.
Welcome back to RacingNews.com. I'm Magic, and today we're taking a closer look at Kentucky Derby contender In Due Time, who stamped himself as a major player on the Florida circuit with his dominating win on Friday, February 9th at Gulfstream Park. And with me to talk about In Due Time in further details, Aaron Halterman. Aaron, this was a horse that we had talked about off air that we thought was decent and could have a shot here, but we both loved the Todd Pletcher horses, American Icon and Ironworks. In Due Time just kind of laughed at him and ran off. He gets a 92 buyer, 10 points better than second place American Icon. So clearly a Derby threat. Talk to me about this horse.
Yeah, the 92 buyer, it puts him within the ballpark of White Abaria, who got a 97. So obviously the horse is going to go to a Derby prep next time out. But most likely the Fountain of Youth would be my guess. He's in the mix after this. He benefited from a pretty quick pace that American Icon set. There's no doubt. The second quarter of this race, they went very fast, and American Icon was up there on the front. And In Due Time just zoomed by him, just kind of set off the pace a little bit and just zoomed by him like they were standing still. Really nice effort. I'm not trying to take anything away from In Due Time at all with that. I mean, he got the setup, but he also had to take advantage of it, and he sure did. Horse is by Not This Time, who I think is going to be a outstanding sire by the time this thing is over with. This guy was a freak of a horse, let me tell you. Had injury problems, and it cost him his whole career basically. He just ran a few races as a 2-year-old. He's going to be a great sire. Curlin mare here, so I mean this breeding is impeccable, and I'm in love with the breeding. I like the running style. He doesn't come from dead last. He can stalk or sit mid-pack if it's really fast and pounce. So I really like In Due Time. I think this is definitely an up-and-comer that you better keep an eye on.
Well, and it's also exciting to see him improve, take a huge step forward when he's by Not This Time out of a Curlin mare, as you mentioned. His first two starts, 5.5 and 6 furlongs. He probably was just starting to feel his legs in each of those races by the time he hit the wire. So stretching out to a one-turn mile clearly benefited him, and you would think 2 turns is going to continue to work. So if you were Kelly Breen or Edge Racing, who are the trainer and owner of this horse, where would you want to put him next to make sure, if you're trying to make the Kentucky Derby, what's the next best spot for him to succeed and keep growing?
Well, there's two big preps coming up in Florida that will kind of be at the right time frame for him after this race. The Fountain of Youth, if you want to stay right there at Gulfstream, makes the most sense to me. It's a race coming up first weekend in March. It'd be 4 weeks in between. Perfect timing. I think that makes the most sense. The Tampa Bay Derby is also out there as a possibility. Say he's not quite ready for the Fountain of Youth. Tampa Bay Derby comes up a couple weeks after, I think a week after, and that'd be a pretty good spot for him too. So those are kind of the 2 areas I would watch for this horse. I wouldn't expect him to leave Florida. I think it'll be one of those 2.
Derby fever is definitely heating up over at RacingDudes.com, where we've got free picks for every race, every track around the country, at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/RacingDudes. Full coverage of the Kentucky Derby Trail, Kentucky Oaks Trail, and all of the major contenders and players. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Tell all your friends. We'll see you at the track.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes first.